Well, it may seem as though I'm just an Esteban Ocon channel at this point. After just talking about Ocon potentially being benched for the Canadian Grand Prix, some breaking news has come out that, let's be honest, we all saw coming. Esteban Ocon will not be driving for Alpine next season. They will part ways at the end of 2024. And I mean, it's not a huge surprise, is it? The Ocon-Gasly team was never going to work out. They told us, oh, Ocon and Gasly are friends now, it's okay. But judging from what we saw in the track, that's clearly not true. And if that's the bitterness we see during the races, I'd hate to see what goes on behind closed doors. Either way, the Ocon Alpine chapter will be over at the end of the season, which begs the question, what next for Esteban Ocon? Well, let's look at some of the potential options Ocon will have for the 2025 season, starting with Mercedes. Esteban Ocon has had ties with Mercedes for a long time. He's been linked with a seat there in the past, and with Lewis Hamilton leaving at season's end, they could be looking at Ocon as a potential fit. However, although he is talented and very quick, he does have a reputation of ruffling a few feathers. And with Mercedes already facing challenges, would they want to introduce more potential friction between Ocon and Russell? Mercedes has a lot of options, including young talents like Kimi Antonelli, so I just don't see them going with Ocon at this stage. Another potential option could be Haas. With Nico Hülkenberg leaving to head to Stake and Kevin Magnussen's future uncertain, could Haas be Ocon's next destination? They certainly don't mind a bit of chaos, and Ocon, despite his reputation, is very fast. He could be a good fit, especially if they want to replace Magnussen. Haas have been performing well, sometimes even better than Alpine. Ocon could see this as a step up, and with Ferrari ties, he might even dream of a future seat at the Scuderia. What about Williams? The historic team is on a rebuilding journey, and Ocon could be a key part of their plan. With Logan Sargent likely on his way out, Ocon could be a solid partner for Albon. With James Vowles at the helm, the future does look promising at Williams, and that could be enticing for Ocon. However, while it's not out of the question, I think Williams might look for a younger driver to develop alongside their rebuild. What about Stake, soon to be Audi? Carlos Sainz has been heavily rumoured to join Stake, and I think they'd prefer him over Ocon. But if Sainz is taking too long to decide where he's going to go, Ocon could swoop in and take that seat. More realistically though, Sainz is probably already signed and they've got their partnership of Sainz and Hülkenberg for next season, so I don't think Ocon will go there. In the 2025 driver market, gaps are filling up thick and fast. Perez just announced a 2-year extension with Red Bull, a deal I don't think anyone saw coming. But could this leave Ocon with no seat for 2025? Although it's a possibility, Ocon is too good of a driver to miss out. I'm pretty sure he'll find a seat somewhere on the grid. It's clear that Ocon's future is still very much up in the air. With so many variables and potential moves, it's going to be fascinating to see how this all plays out. Personally, I think Ocon will end up at Haas. I do think he'll replace Kevin Magnussen. I don't think they'll partner, but yeah, I think he's going to end up at Haas. I think that is the most likely option at this stage because I don't think he's going to go anywhere near Red Bull. I think it is those teams that I mentioned, either Williams, Haas, Stake, or Mercedes. While Mercedes is probably pretty likely as well, I could see him partnering Russell at Mercedes. I think that's definitely a possibility, but I do think Haas is probably the most likely option for Ocon at this point. Don't forget, new Charles Leclerc Home Race Hero merch out now. Soft, comfy, cool design. Get yours in the link in the description. Where do you think Ocon will end up? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more F1 updates, and I'll see you guys in the next video.